It's a very spectacular thing to know about the place of helps. And the Country Bird novel talks intimately about this theme, place of helps. We need to understand that in every individual's life, there's a place of helps. God, being so sovereign, did not make man to be self sufficient. Nobody in this world, you being a rich man, you being a poor man, you being a tall man, you being a family man, and you being a single man, nobody and no one being white or a man of color, no matter your race on the face of this earth, is all self-sufficient. Everybody needs the other person. And that is how come the place of helps is very important, and our willingness to talk to you about the place of helps. To understand this further, I would like us to read from the Country Bird novel.
Let the children sing their song, a song of happiness, a song of clapping.
This is the AIM2BE Seminar with Kujo Edem.
Let's read relevant passages from the Country Bird novel from pages 94, 95, and 96. I read. Zulu made 2 requests. Thanks for the help, Nana Bedu. I have 2 requests. I want to meet all young fowls of this land on your field tomorrow by noon. Okay, replied Nana Bedu. And secondly, permit me to buy Bedu Chrome for the worth of my house, cornfield of 20 acres, and my labor to you for the number of years you would mention. Anabedu stood still. He stole a look at his aides. They smartly turned away rather than wanting to be seen taking sides. Anabedu walked away. His aides followed him closely. Zulu felt so let down and went up the stairs. Anabedu returned shortly. He made his aides bring Zulu down to the living room. Bawa, it's difficult to release my hard-fought property. Anabedu talking. It is a treasure, 100 jakes safeguard. Lots of cute hens often found their ways into my inn to get a piece of this property. So I am able to make few midwives. I have vowed to give to no one, but you are exceptional. By friendship, you taught me the value of the sciences and personal hygiene. I take no regrets in freely giving you a greater portion of the treasured land. Yes, pay nothing in return. Let it be for the betterment of the foul world. Thanks for the grant. Bedu Crow shall definitely be beneficial to all, said Zulu. Nana Bedu was a happy bird when he left. He embraced the easy goal as victory for all. It was great wisdom to him how the strength of the mind produced no casualties and remarkable benefits to all than the blow's strength, which wasted many lives and only benefited a few. He loved the mind strength idea and desired learning more from Zulu. Though not vocally expressed, his aides held a different opinion. Thank you very much for listening. Now, before we go on to discuss from the Country Bird novel, the place of helps, the Bible says something really very important which I want to mention to you today. A king in the Bible by name King David wrote his psalm that I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from where cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. So in this Psalm 121, the verse 1 and the verse 2, here we see how Christians attribute their greatest help to God. That God is their greatest help. Now, God also makes his help come to human beings using one person to the other. So it means that man in himself is not all sufficient and needs to fall on the other person for him to find help to do whatever thing he wants to do. Now, it is very important from the country bit that we read that we begin to see helps from a very different perspective here. Now, we have to understand that helps comes to allow us to accomplish a mission. Now, we need to view help from this point that help should come to help us to achieve a particular purpose. Now, from the reading from the country bird novel, you realize that this bird, whose name was made known to us as Bawa, wanted to do something. He was really having the zeal to do something, and what he needed to do, he could not do it by his own self, because he needed land for him to be able to do that thing. So he has to speak with somebody who has that volume of land to give to him to be able to fulfill that particular project he wants to do. So he talks to his friend by name Nana Bedu, and Nana Bedu seeing how helpful this gentleman is, how helpful this Bawa is, gave the land to him. Now, I want us to begin to have the mind that we should use our place of helps in a form of partnership. Partnership here, I mean, when you receive help, think about a bigger picture. And what's the bigger picture? The bigger picture is, how can I use this help to benefit everybody? How can I use this help to be beneficial to everybody? Because if we're not able to use that help efficiently, it will end up with us wasting or spoiling that help. And therefore, when we spoil that help, it will be difficult for us to get another help again. So it's very important for us to see that help as a help to make things better. Now, there are some people, they have seen themselves to be on the downside, that they always want to receive things from people. And therefore, they think that they can always receive help from people and never reciprocate. They always want to receive help from people and never reciprocate. And when they receive the help, they'll make sure that they spoil or they use up all the help and still go for another help. That is what many of the beggars on the street do. They come to the street, beg for money, and when they get some money, they go and then they use it for their own things, which does not really bring them any benefit to benefit other people. Rather, they use up the money or they use up the resource and go back to ask for more. When we do that, it will make the place of our help become vacant, that no one will be willing to give us any help again. Why? Because we are wasting off. We are using off that place of helps. Rather, we need to behave like this Bawa. Before before you draw from your place of help, you must know what you want to do with the help you need. And you need to understand that this help coming to you should be able to accomplish a purpose, and that purpose should be helping the people around you and yourself, so that that little help you receive can become a greater resource for somebody to use some other time. So it should be like this: see helps as a point of partnership. See helps as a point to build up upon a little thing, making it a big thing. See helps as see helps as a thing that will help you to climb up to a level, to help you to also lift up other people. That's how it should go. When that is the case for all of us, then the place of help for us will be very viable, and it will never go dry. So don't be a person who would like to waste up your place of help. Why? Because you are very confident that when you go back there, you still find that help coming your way. Rather, you need to use that help to better the lives of people all around you. When I say country bird, respond by saying aim to be. Country bird.